What the fuck is up? RPM Trade Vietnam in this bitch. Woo bang. Get a fucking gun. The responsibility lies in every individual's hands to protect yourself, and you fucking know it. It takes no legislation to figure this out. All it takes is a challenge on your life, and then all of the truth will reveal itself. That is up to you. Motherfucker catch you lacking by yourself. Whose fight is it? Your father's fight? Nope. Who is that? That your husband fight? That ain't even your husband fight. You ain't got a gun? This shit gonna show you whose responsibility is. You catch yourself lacking, cornered, overpowered, abused, potentially forced into some shit you don't want to do. Somebody might even cancel your life subscription. Uh, yeah, a whole lot of shit will show you that what I'm saying, I ain't blowing smoke up your ass. I am telling you, fuck the gun industry in an economic sense. I don't give a fuck about it. It's about the utility in the tool, the life-saving appliance, the firearm. It's all of the benefits in saving your life, protecting innocence. That's where the power of that shit comes from. And I care nothing about the economics, capitalism, none of that bullshit. A lot of other motherfuckers care about it right now, though, because all this fucking gun talk is doing something for somebody. All of this gun hate, all this gun hype is doing something for a lot of motherfuckers. Who's selling record numbers of fucking firearms the past like 5 years? We just keep on breaking records, man, with these gun sales, with all this gun hate and this fear that somehow we're going to lose our rights. When we can't lose a goddamn thing. Y'all out here losing your fucking minds. Apparently that's on the fucking chopping block, and y'all are losing at every fucking turn in regards to that, because y'all are losing y'all fucking minds. Y'all think that it makes sense for law enforcement to be doing everything that they doing. Nah. Most of the shit they do is some fucking bullshit, and the good that they do is the responsibility of other men. I'm not finna praise them for none of the good that they ever fucking do. They told me to stay out the fight, and now I gotta praise them for doing a little bit of the good and all of the bad that will get me put in jail if I did the same shit that the cops did for the same reason. Kiss my dick. I'm not falling for that dumbass shit. I was just listening to some testimony of and some eyewitness reports and encounters about some dude in Canada in the 70s, 60s, and 70s, 80s and shit, through them 3 decades. Did a whole lot of crazy cultish shit, tricked a whole lot of people with a religious foundation, of course, into doing and allowing him to do some fuck shit that no regular human being out on the streets will let you even say to them or even tell them the story without them making a shitty face, without them interrupting you with expressions of disgust and disbelief and awe, that you would even be telling them these stories. More or less getting them to smile and enjoy you doing it to them. Hypnotizing people using religion, the fear of death, torture methods, psychological warfare, and all this other kind of shit. The human mind is malleable. It's soft like fucking putty. And apparently, you can do a whole lot of shit with it. Thank goodness. Thank Allah. Thank Krishna. Thank Moloch. Whoever the fuck you want to thank. But thank all of the fucking gods. That some way, somehow, none of that mind, that brainwashing, mind control shit ever fucking works on me. Most of it don't. Some of it kind of does, I bet you. All of us are kind of hypnotized and unintentionally following the path of what we believe is truth, what we believe is healthy, all types of shit, man. We are all like falling victim to some kind of a scam, lie, manipulation on some level. So I'm probably guilty of that somewhere, even if it's only in the fact that my warrior spirit has been hijacked, spidey senses tingling, pointed to who I believe is the ultimate bad guys. In that, my nature, who I really want to be, is calling out this aggressive, protective, dominating side of me that is not all of me, that don't need to even really be this fucking loud, in my own sense of taste and demeanor. I would rather not even act the way I act most of the time like this. Maybe a little bit just to be like, hey, just so you know. But man, I'm a loving person, man. I'm not supposed to be out here looking for smoke like that. But here I am, looking for all the smoke, man, because government control, the economic system, the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex, big pharma, and all this other shit. All of these things are doing something to the world that as soon as you care, as soon as you got some balls, all of that will come together to form this sense of responsibility that you should be telling other people that you think you see something and that you should be ready to fight and defend. Only in defense. Defend yourselves and other people against this danger. And for you to just be relentless, 10 toes down and not budget. All of that seems to also be the responsibility that I see in myself and in other people. Just like I feel there's a responsibility for me to be positive, say positive things sometimes, do positive things. That's where my heart really is at, man. I'm a soft person, really, man. I am sentimental as fuck. In the right mood, the right song will bring tears to my eyes, man, over and over again. And sometimes there's some songs I gotta fucking stay away from. If my vibe doesn't want me shedding tears, but the song tends to do that to me, I will avoid the song when I feel like I'm on nighttime. Night with a K, nigga. When I'm on nighttime. I don't want to hear that soft shit. I don't want to feel like that. But sometimes the feeling takes over me, man, and I just want to cry for my kids. You know what I'm saying? I cry for my kids' funerals all the time, which is a fucking tragedy. Because that's the part of their life that the best I can do is to hope to not be there when they're dying. Because if that is what they're in, and then it results in their death, how the fuck are they dying before me? You see what I'm saying? So it's a sad, cruel trick that human consciousness plays on you for you to have this natural protective thing about your kids, of course. And the best possible scenario is for them to die without you because you were already gone. Fuck that. If they wrote this shit, fuck you, motherfucker. What the fuck is that? The fuck did you just do, bruh? So in regards to that type of shit, sometimes I think about my kids. I imagine their whole lives. I imagine them falling victim to potential violence and other things early in life, and how tragic that would be. I imagine them living to old ages, being grandparents and great-grandparents themselves, and dying as old people with me being long gone. Like, all of that shit just sounds sad to me, man. And consciousness and reality being here and then departure is a sad, mysterious thing, man. So sometimes I say, hey, for the funeral that I bet not ever fucking see, I cry for my kids. It's a healthy thing to get that type of shit out, because then I'm more focused. I get it out of my system so that I don't let these underlining, hitting subconscious things bother my interaction with my kids and other people throughout my day or throughout my life. You gotta get that shit out your fucking system. No human emotion should be suppressed. None of it. Not anger, not jealousy, not vengeance. All of that shit needs to be let out. Sexual energy, it all got to be let out. You got to find some way to, in a healthy way, in a safe way, to vent all of those things out of your fucking system. Ignore nothing. They tell you that anger is bad. No, the fuck is not. Just put it in the right place. They say violence is bad. No, the fuck is not. Put that shit in the right place. And then enjoy the fucking violence when you need it. Fuck out of here. Let all that shit ride, bro. Because it is all written in the code of humanity in this simulation that we're in for these things to be possible and to be utilized. And then you got to find where you utilize that shit at. That whole do without wilt shit, I believe that shit. I don't give a fuck if Aleister Crowley said this shit, wrote this shit, put it in some shit that everybody's scared of. I don't give a fuck where the truth comes from. I think it's a true thing, because nature will just live it, whether you notice it or not, like it or not, co-sign or not, get involved or not. Fuck you. Yeah, you are going to lay down for that shit, because it's a sentiment of truth. It is what it is. People will do without will, and what I will fucking do is be the good guy to stop all the bad guys. So live your do without will I don't care what that means to you. All I know is if it reveals yourself to me as you being a fucking danger, a hindrance to true freedom and love and peace, especially for some kids or some vulnerable women, I will fuck your life up, and that'll be my do what thou will. Now, because that's all included. Your response to the fact that people will do what the fuck they want to do needs to be something of honor, something of grace, something you can be proud of, something that when people read your fucking life story, or when the Hitachi Records recounts your life story, you can stand proud and say, hell yeah, I was fucking imperfect, but you know what? I tried to be good, and when I was good, I was damn good. I was good in other ways that motherfuckers would not be. That was me. Fuck is you talking about? And then you just tell your fucking life story and speak that shit off into the fucking universe, man. It is what it is, man. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Fuck out of here, bro. In the meantime, they talking all this gun hate like they usually do. Gun sales is going crazy like they usually do. Everybody's on this weird shit going on, man. Everybody is, man. Everything is fucking weird to me, man. Every day I wake up, I go, you weird motherfuckers. What the fuck is going on today? Fucking weirdos. Everybody's fucking strange, and I like it. I say let it be. I hear about tragic shit that happened to kids, and I go, I knew that was going to happen. That's why I'm here. At a certain point, you can't just cry, or feel like it's sad. Like, you got to let that shit drive you into something positive. I'm never going to stop what happens to children on the earth, all this tragic shit. I'm never going to stop that shit because I think it's sad. I will stop it if I grip my fucking firearm and I go, I bet you I fuck you up if you doing that to some fucking kids, motherfucker. And then make steps to get involved to some way, somehow, as legal as possible, as peaceful as possible, to do something to curb some of that shit. Then congratulations, you've made it, because that's what we're supposed to be doing. But what I will not do is cry and whine and hear the stories and express my sentiments to people around me listening to the story, to my girl, to my mama, to my brother. That can't be the end of the story when you receive that kind of information. I'm not calling nobody to action, but I am going to expect that the warrior spirit that needs to hear this, that has been saying this shit to themselves already over and over again throughout your life without me saying a fucking thing to you. If any of that sounds like you, let it inspire you to be great in the idea of saving children from the bullshit, bro. Period. Man. And all of the bad guys and their protectors, all of these law enforcement protectors, that'll tell you that if you know damn well you took a risk to say or do something to to someone who hurts children, and you do your part to curb that shit, and hey, maybe this results in somebody's fucking death. Maybe this guy, maybe you had to put this dude down. To me, in all honesty, I think we should go back to the days where they put the warning signs on the fucking telephone poles, and someone in a Times Square is yelling out names and addresses of people who are damn sure hurting children, and then it's all hands on deck, and then it's wanted dead or alive, reward money and all of that. And we're not doing that and screaming it loud and proud in public. What the fuck is wrong with y'all where this doesn't hold a higher level of awareness, and where this shit isn't higher on your list of shit to do, which is curb child trafficking? Like, what the fuck is going on? Man, fuck. I wish I had $1 billion fucking dollars, because I will put up rewards, addresses, and pictures and faces and names of motherfuckers who's doing this shit. And I would arm motherfuckers and set up task force and tell the police to kiss my dick, get the fuck out of my way. Because we own something so positive that it should be all hands on deck, and I shouldn't need a badge or uniform to get involved with any of that shit. All I need to do is make sure I'm not breaking too many laws. But the whole dead or alive thing and manhunt on these motherfuckers, yeah, let that be. Let that be what it is. That's what it's supposed to be. What we got going on here? Yeah, defense never offense, man. Because and legally, you don't need any laws to tell you that. It is what it actually is. Because the consequences of initiating force of violence in offense, this is how the universe works. The consequences are pretty much the same if you act in defense. Whoever you are defensively acting against, or if you get involved with trying to protect kids from these people, you might find yourself in a violent situation where your life might actually be taken, and you have to be okay with that. Your life can be taken if you're in the wrong, or if you're in the right. None of that shit really matters. Death is death, and death is out there to claim all of us, whether you're on the good side or the bad side. That's why I say, why are y'all so scared of that shit? Why y'all so scared of it? I can understand being protective and want to stay in the game as long as possible, but to fear death as if your fear is going to give you wings to outrun death is fucking ridiculous. There's a certain level of manhood and awareness and acceptance of death that you need to have in order to think the way I do and to act the way I do, and somebody's got to be feeling me. I can't be the only one. So, oh yeah, with the mocking and shit, with the, of course, you know, when you look into forces defense of life, liberty, and property is ethical. It is. It is, because this is the way I see it. Whoever starts the fight should lose. And somebody absolutely has to be hurt. It might as well be whoever started the fight. Whoever the bad guy is, whoever knows goddamn well they're in the wrong. Whoever's in the wrong, when your feelings aren't involved, when your favorite politician isn't involved, if you hear a story, whoever's in the wrong and you instantly recognize what side of that shit you would not really want to be on, or you wouldn't want your mother or your kids to be on, whenever you hear these stories and you know that that's what you're dealing with, then you know they're wrong. Now, if I plug in a cop in that situation or a politician in that situation, they're still wrong. They still deserve the bang bang. I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit, and I feel proud to fucking say it, that I do not care what uniform or other government accomplishments or offices motherfuckers have been able to obtain. If they're in the wrong, I hope they fucking die for the bad shit that they do. And what's so beautiful about the way I see the world, and I don't mean to be bragging or to even toot my own horn, but what I really like is that I know that I'm coming with so much love that I literally mean the same peace and love for everybody else that I do for my kids. Because morally, I think that if I want it for my kids, but I don't make the sincere attempt to wish, at least wish, and maybe even try to make manifest that same peace, love, and happiness for other people. If I'm not aiming for that, the world ain't gonna give it to me. I can't ask for it for my kids. That's an insincere thing. And the world will never give it to my kids, and I can't even ask for it. But when I know I'm giving it, I can at least look out into the world and say, won't y'all get this to my kids too, the way I'm wishing it for y'all? That way, whoever won't do that, presents themselves as a danger, I will smile and fuck their life up. And go, well, I tried. The best I could possibly imagine, I tried. And this is what it comes to, a fight between me and you about what? About some shit you're in the wrong about? Die then. And then I happily accept death on your ass. I wish death on you then. I mock dead cops and all type of shit. And people say, oh, don't diss the dead. I would rather diss the... I can't go to jail for dissing the dead cop. But I might go to jail if they think that something that I said is aimed directly at a living cop that I name. That I don't want to give them credit for. I never wish anything bad on these cops. I still see some utility in them. They might be able to help us in a foreign invasion. I might be able to get some of these cops to see their wicked ways in this fucking bullshit line of work that they've chosen. That maybe they would choose something else to better serve humanity and society if that's what they actually really wanted to do. A lot of them, I don't even think that's what they aim to do. That's part of the reason why they can't see the bullshit that they found themselves into. Your oath has put your life on the line, because if you're in violation of U.S. Title 18, Section 241, in 242, you deserve 10 years in prison at least. Possibly even death if you've offended to that degree, Mr. Officer. And that's not a death threat on you. That's what the laws and your law society that you claim to praise and honor, that you took an oath to, that's what they are saying to you when you take that office. That's got nothing to do with me. Bro, that's not a threat on you. But what I will say, though, if a cop died in the line of duty, I kind of think it's kind of funny. It makes me chuckle a little bit. Because everybody cries and no one is finding themselves in any state of expectation or acceptance of that. Everybody's heartbroken and surprised. And I go, why? This motherfucker chose to tell people what to do when he can't even tell his kids that. If he did the same shit to his kids without the uniform, you would call it child abuse and all type of other shit. Or other things if his kids were grown and he said, your age doesn't keep you from my authority. You lay down too. You would say, God damn, who the fuck is this tyrant? Then I give him a badge and then you go, oh, okay, well, we'll let him do it. No, I won't let him do that. I will let him bleed out, though. And let him die right there in his uniform. And not care either. You gonna get all of the love from me, or the most disrespectful fucking hate, wishing of death upon your fucking life because the game is that fucking serious. What they doing, I don't care. What they doing is bad enough for me not to give no fucks. The universe don't give no fuck. Everybody gonna die anyway. So for me to expect and to be careless in regards to the manner in which a police officer dies seems like nothing to me. In the overall scheme of the fucking universe, I could care less. Piggies in a fucking blanket. Go there. I don't care. Just like that. Fuck out of here. And if you give me an opportunity talking to a fucking live cop with a post and a family, I go, bro, please get out of what the fuck it is you doing, because I don't want that shit to kill you. If it does, I'm going to laugh. If you can get out of it, I will high five you. You put yourself on the even field of play where you cannot tell me what to do behind that illusion, and I will respect you and see you as the man that you are, and respect you and wish you all of the peace and love that I wish my kids. That's how I do this. Everything else in between can kiss my dick. Fuck out of here, bro. The fucking yin and the yang, man. As above, so below. The fuck out of here. What you want from me? I got 31 flavors of love, and fuck you. You get to choose. The fuck? I got a video coming up that I'm trying to edit it right now. I've been dragging my feet. The shit been making me depressed, making me feel all fucking weird and shit. I've been doing the research. Too much research, so much research that I'm going to have to do multiple videos on this motherfucker. But I do want to get one out right now with a little bit of editing going on into a live stream that I recorded that I did not, an open carry demonstration that I recorded instead of live stream that I want to put out with some edited flavor to it to talk about Jimmy Savile. If y'all don't know who Jimmy Savile is, wait until the video. Hopefully it'll be uploaded today or maybe tomorrow. I'm going to talk about him during an open carry. That I'm pulling from the vault. I recorded this months ago, 2-3 months ago, or some shit like that. I do want to do a live stream if the weather breaks a little bit and opens up above freezing in the next week or two. I'm gonna get out here and do a live stream in December, possibly in January, in the Midwest, open carry demonstration with the fucking guns out. RPM Trey Vietnam, who banging this bitch, get a motherfucking gun and stop playing with your fucking life. You want me to respect your life? Show me that you care about your own shit. By getting a fucking gun and just telling everybody, hey, I just want to love you. If you want to hate me, if you want to hurt me, I get to act like that to you. Period. Whatever you do to me, I get to do to you. Period. Period. I don't know how to get no more fair than that. I will not be fucked with, manipulated, played, lied to, or controlled by nobody or nothing. My mother gave me life, and Sheila Renee Allen can't say shit to me. And she gave me life, raised me. Went through hell trying to raise me and my 3 siblings. Life was not easy for her. I was going to a college that made the top 100 colleges in the country while my mom was still receiving food assistance in the state of Illinois for my younger siblings. That's how rough life was and how hard I tried to reach to get the fuck out of the fire. Life was hard for my mother. I respect her for that. Love her to death. So much respect for her, I don't understand how she did it. I don't understand how she did it. I don't get it. Mental trauma, mental and emotional trauma, financial hardship did a lot to my mother while we was growing up. And I'm forever grateful for her fighting through that, being strong and not giving up and just going. That's hard to do. The world is fucking everybody fucking sense of balance up. You not even who you really are. The world is throwing a whole bunch of shit at you that you're doing a whole bunch of reacting instead of acting upon who you actually are. And realizing that in my older age here, I'm 42 now, I look back at my mom raising us and I go, damn, how did you do it? How did you make it? How did you not fucking yourself? Huh? How? With all this crazy shit you went through. Salute to my mama, man. Hug your fucking mama today. Call your mama and tell her you love her. To raise some kids in this fucking bullshit is crazy. Right? She can't tell me what to do, though. I will not listen to her. She can give me advice. If her advice sounds stupid, crazy, or offbeat to me, I will not listen. She can't make me do shit, can't tell me shit. All that love and respect. She can't tell me shit. Who else got a chance? Nobody. Nobody. They will have to use extreme force and violence, and that makes them the bad guy. Now I get to shoot at them. That's what reality says. That's what nature says. Whatever somebody wrote down on paper is not going to make it untrue. You know how you can tell it's not going to make it untrue? When the police show up and motherfuckers at them and put one of their asses down, 2 or 3 of their asses down. That's when nature goes, what writing? I didn't see no writing. Where? Huh? Where? The writing, the real writing, is in your DNA. The real writing is in the fabric of reality that says that we are all something, nothing above anything else. And they got to keep you from feeling and thinking and understanding that and realizing that. Overstanding that. So that you can give in to the fucking paper so they can fucking dominate you. And then they look at you and go, how the fuck is this working? You not no different than me. This ain't even supposed to be working. And it's working. Somehow this must be divinely working. Somehow this must be the way the world is supposed to go. That it is built into some of us to be conniving, evil, dangerous, and violent, and that we can use that to get over on people who cannot find that in themselves to even defend themselves. Then nature says, then that shit gonna prosper if you let it. That's nature. Their dominance is actually natural. And I'm realizing this myself, talking it out. This is crazy. Well, then they should get the natural fucking reaction from me and the other heroes out there to say, fuck you, motherfucker. Who you think you gonna run that shit on? Me? With all these guns? And this big ass heart I got? How you gonna get that over on me? That ain't gonna work. And then you rack around and you wait for the inevitable. That they go so far that we fucking go berserk on their ass, or they go so far where there's a point of no return and they win forever and ever, never to be retrieved again. Any little bit of taste of anything that anybody can appear, or that can appear to anybody as freedom. That's what's going to happen. They're going to win, or we're going to fucking lose. I mean, they're going to win real good, or we're going to win. And when we get it, we cannot let it go back to the way it was. That's the way I feel about it. And I'm talking about me included. I am nobody's fucking boss, period. So that means, in order for us to retrieve this shit, we got to stand up to the bad guys and use everything that they use. Secrecy, organization, this shit, these. That also works. That's a big tool of theirs. We need to do all of that, right? And then once we achieve the absolute freedom, we have to tell ourselves and everybody else that nobody gets to climb the mountain to be the boss of nobody. Whoever tries to climb the mountain to rise to raise above anybody else, to claim dominance over anybody else for any reason, then you shoot them off the fucking mountain. That's all. You make everybody get down here and you say, whoever fucking climbs, if you start climbing, bro, we gonna start shooting. Nobody go up there. Not me, not a group of people, not a group of black folks, not a group of Asians, not a group of nobody. Whoever tries to climb up there, shoot their ass down. Cause I don't really think that through genetic makeup or the material makeup of the fabric of reality, whatever this is, the air, all of this shit in between me and this shit that appears to be solid, but apparently it's not solid. This is a vibration of and a perception that this shit is solid. I'm with all the science of all of that shit, and it all makes sense to me. And in the fabric of that, Elon Musk ain't telling nobody this, but I will. I'll tell you. Elon won't tell you, but I will. In the fabric of that, there is nobody above anything else. So if it manifests in your outward life, that somehow something is above you, you know that there's a manipulation being played and you should start shooting. Period. And whoever thinks they the fucking boss of you and everybody else, and then don't let nobody say that they are the boss of other people, because as soon as they say that, they ain't got to be talking to you. If Mexicans stand up and say that they are the boss of Asians, I will help the Asians shoot at the Mexicans. Sorry. Yeah, you're not the boss of nobody. For what reason? Skin reasons? Cultural reasons. Huh? Yeah, okay. You can mix the skin and your culture. If you took if you took 200 fucking black babies to Japan and raised them there, and lie about their history, they would do that Hotep shit in Japan off of a fucking lie. Get out of here. Stop playing. Stop playing. Stop playing. All that shit is wishy-washy. It can all be mixed up. What's the true fabric of reality saying? They were all vibrating, buzzing, moving in something that is one thing, and there is no one thing above the next. When there is only one, there is no zero, can't be zero. There is no two. Two of what? All that shit is fugazi. There is one thing, and we are it, all of us. Anything that tries to climb to the top is trying to stifle your soul's journey. Literally. Fucking with your soul's journey, you should take that seriously. Don't fuck with my shit, bro. My soul's journey? I will fuck your life up. The fuck out of here. RPM, Trade Vietnam. This means Wu Bang. That's a W, right? This is for 2 or multiple guns, hammer ready, extended magazines. Don't talk about how much ammo I got either, or how big my magazine is. That's what this means. Wu Bang. This gun shit is for everybody. Okay? Now fucking understand that shit. Resist that political manipulation. Salute to everybody that know what's up. I'm tired of seeing these bullshit fucking YouTube channels flourishing and my shit won't fucking bust. I know I'm being shadow banned. It is up to y'all to share my shit. Share it with people who you think might think that I'm stupid. Share it with people who you think might think that I'm fucking cool as fuck. Share it with everybody. You gotta do something. We gotta get this shit out there. Why the fuck can't I break fucking 2,200 subscribers? I can't break past that? Videos ain't getting no views. What's happening? I'm speaking some of the realest shit on YouTube. Gematria is some of the realest shit on YouTube. And like I said about Gematria, like I said about any other branch of truth-seeking endeavors, I think I'm the glue to hold all y'all together. Because you can know why you're getting your ass kicked, but if you can't fight back, you just going to continue to get your ass kicked until your ass is kicked. You going to need that fucking gun. Stop playing. This the glue, boy. RPM, Wu Bang, Trade Vietnam in this bitch.